Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, with her good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Alison's your new best friend.
Hey everyone. Hi, hello. Welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is your new best friend. I am sitting here in the pod cabin with your husband and mine, Daniel Quantz.
It's me.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
Good.
Can we talk about your new accoutrement?
If I knew you would want to bring that up.
And
I thought, should I say something? And then I'm like, no.
Like ahead of time to cut it off
hedge you off at the pass, but no, it's fine.
Daniel is wearing bracelets.
They are not bracelets.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's wearing beads on a string around his wrist.
It's flare.
It's bracelets. You know what you need to do is come up with a name for man bracelets, man bands.
Brocelets.
Brocelets. So hold up both wrists, please. We've got one tan small bead on a string bracelet on your left arm, and then two small.
One? This is one.
Oh, one. Oh, is that a brockless?
No,
like
I think
necklace?
it's supposed to go like this.
It almost looks like puka shells.
Yeah, it's not.
So I said, are these new? And you said, no, you've had them for a while, which is amazing because I didn't know. Where had you been keeping them?
I found them in a drawer, and what was that? I don't remember where I got them. And I was like, oh. I
like that in you're having a second act. You've gotten fit. You're learning how to sew so you can tailor your own clothes. You're working on making the first $1 billion because that's the hard one.
It's the hardest.
Yeah. And now you're experimenting with bracelets.
I only have so many years left of being able to look good.
Yeah.
And then it's going to get ugly quick. It goes right off a cliff. So
what happens?
Have you seen the men in my family when they get old? It is
just your dad.
Actually, I'm exaggerating. I don't know. My dad doesn't look bad. So I guess my feeling is this.
Okay.
I am starting to. So I think since COVID. Okay.
Oh wow! How far back are we?
So here's how we're gonna go.
Okay.
Before COVID, I was going to the office all the time, so I had to wear work clothes.
Right.
And like for the entire time that I had to work in offices, which was like a lot, a long time. You're just wearing what you got to wear to go to the fucking office. Slacks, sometimes jeans, but you got to look nice, and then like a dress shirt.
Did you slacks and a dress shirt? I remember that when you were at Alchemy, but at Magnolia, have you been?
Well, Magnolia was more casual.
Okay,
Magnolia, but still, I'm not going in a t-shirt.
Right. Magnolia, where you famously sampled test popcorn all the time and didn't even tell me about it.
Not just test anything that they would sell at the concession stand at the
what
theater.
else were they testing
Candy,
out on you?
like I don't know, like all sorts of stuff.
And
drinks.
You didn't tell me.
I knew you'd get weird about it. I knew you'd get weird about it.
Lavender flavored popcorn? Because
no, there was a lavender flavored soda.
Okay.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, you had a whole other life.
Yeah.
Rude.
Anyway, but that fashion, that style is not a style that I ever would have chosen for myself.
Right.
But you end up wearing it because like you can't be too, they can't have too much self-expression, at work. And then COVID happened, and it was just like, who even cares? Like, so it was just because I'm not
still in that era.
Well, I kind of never left that era until earlier this year when I was like, even though I work from home and I barely go out and see anyone else, I'm tired of looking like a fucking schlub. Like, I hate the way I look. And so I'm like, I'm going to just get some nice clothes and just at least dress nice so that I feel good about the way I look, And anyway, so yeah, that kind of led me to do that. And then the bracelets thing, I was just like, I don't know. I thought that my outfit needed a little
accessory.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt. I thought, you know what? I think that would look cool to have these bracelets on. I kind of like bracelets on dudes. Like certain types of bracelets are cool. In fact, I have an idea of one I want to make.
Ooh.
But it would be a surprise.
A surprise?
Well, I don't want to tell the audience what it is because in case I don't do it. Or even if I do it, it's not that big a deal.
But you don't want them to potentially steal your bracelet idea?
I just don't want to talk about it for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ.
Fine. You flirted with being a bracelet man years ago because I know that I bought you a bracelet that had the names of your children on it. Is. Yeah. Sure you don't.
No, I don't.
Sure you don't.
Anyway, so I forgot where I was going with that.
You were just explaining how you got from there to here.
I just want to feel good about the way I look. That's really all it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized there's no point because part of it is like it affects your state of mind.
Yes.
Like, who cares if anyone sees you? If you look like fucking fried hell and, you're wearing a shirt with stains on it and ripped up whatever, and it's just shitty. I don't know. It just like, I feel shitty. But if I look good, and at least I'll see myself and go, you know what? Yeah, I look good.
It is for this reason that I'm thinking I might need a new version of my robe. Laugh all you want, but for real, I'm like, I need to step it up. I mean, I wear this robe every single day. It's a little, worse for the wear, especially since Peter tried to eat the butt. So it's got a little puppy teeth marks on it. So I might just get a new version of that. And then it's like, look, I'm a whole new me who still sits around in a bathrobe all the time. Yeah. So listen, something exciting is happening in my life. I have signed up for puppy yoga. I don't do yoga.
So how does that supposed to work?
Have you seen, there's oftentimes reels on Instagram of people doing yoga with a bunch of puppies around.
Right, but you have to control our puppy while you're doing yoga.
No.
I don't know how you do that.
No. Peter doesn't go with me.
Oh,
Sorry.
I thought you brought your puppy.
No, I see what you're thinking. You're thinking yoga for your puppy. No,
I was thinking you bring your puppy and then the two of you do yoga together.
That's adorable, but no. In fact, on the frequently asked questions, it says, can you bring your dog? And they say no.
I see.
This is where you go do yoga and then they release a bunch of puppies in the room.
How are you supposed to
I don't really
focus
know.
on being balanced and shit when
I'm
there's
hoping
cute puppies
it seems
zipping around?
It seems like the...
It's my foot.
I know. It's in my zone. It seems like the yoga it takes a back seat. You're basically just paying $49 to spend time with puppies while some kind of yoga thing vaguely happens. I don't know. I've also seen goat yoga. Have you seen that? I feel like Renee Colbert did that. So it's different breeds of puppies each time. The one I'm going to is Maltipoos and Poodles. Which is not the softest of puppy, but I think it'll still be delightful. And what the puppies get out of it, so I guess they coordinate with local rescues and local breeders, and it's good socialization for the puppies and good exposure and stuff.
Interesting.
If only we had done something like that with Peter.
I know.
He could have been can we talk about Peter for a minute?
Yeah.
I feel like we fucked up with Peter. But I also feel like it's not too late. But here's the ways in which we fucked up.
Huh.
I made a vow that I would never not brush a teeth's dog again.
Teeth have dogs?
I would ABB, always be brushing.
You still can, though.
I know, but the vet commented lately, she said she saw some tartar.
Well, we should have his teeth cleaned and then...
keep it up.
And then keep it up.
I know, but I'm just saying, if we had really done it when he was a puppy, then he would be more compliant, because now he is like not into it. And then the other thing that I've really fallen down on.
You have to ease into it, I think.
I mean, the thing is, when we got him as a puppy, he also wasn't into it then.
No, but okay. You can do it.
The thing that I feel really bad about is the brushing of the hair, of the ears, and because they're so overdue for being groomed. Both of them, their ears are super matted, and it is a struggle to comb them out because Peter thinks hops around, thinks it's a game and barks, and then Wendy is more willing to let me comb her ears. But the last 2 times I tried to comb them, Peter gets really close and starts barking at me, as if defending her. So if I had kept up with that regularly from the beginning, I feel like maybe, because I see videos of dogs that just sit there while you brush them. And that is not what we have. What's
What does
happening?
that sound?
I think it's the fan in my computer.
Oh. Sounds like it's probably it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you fucked up. Got to return him.
And then the main thing that I fucked up about is he is not cool in public. He gets very excited and is very spazzy and
he's
stuff.
Not socialized.
Right. I didn't socialize him properly.
Yeah, you really.
What the hell was I doing?
I don't know. You really, really fucked this one up.
You know what I was doing? I was taking Wendy to Japan and then dealing with all of that. But yeah, thankfully, I don't think it's too late at all for him. But I just feel like, why wasn't I more on top of it?
Emphasis on moron.
So we finished Hunting Wives. Let's talk about it without giving away any spoilers. And we're going to need the TV Talk theme song here.
TV time, TV time, TV time, TV time, TV time, TV time, TV time.
Okay, so I enjoyed it, but I feel like the last episode was unnecessary. I preferred where it ended on the penultimate episode, which was a different ending than the last episode, to be honest. But I don't know. You?
Well, my take, my feeling is that this show, I didn't like it. I thought it was good at the beginning, and then there's like a murder, which you see at the first scene of the show, so it's not like a surprise or anything. But like, I don't know, it's so tired and lazy. It's such a tired, lazy thing to make drama
To murder.
About. It's just it starts out like interesting. It's about these characters and they're interesting characters and there's this interesting like dynamic, and then but no, it's not really about that. It's just someone was murdered and who done it. Who killed the girl? Who could it be? Is it this person or this person? I don't know. It looks like it's this person, but maybe it's this other person. Oh, wait, no, it's not that person. Oh, is it that person? Oh, no, but it's this person. Oh, actually, it was this other person all along. Oh, fuck. That was great.
Could you stop messing with the mic?
I'm pulling it out. Sorry.
Okay.
And then it's like, I feel like Netflix does this show all the time, which is like, it's a series and it's like a who fucking done it? I don't know. Was it that or that? And then at the end, there's another murder. Oh my God, surprise. Gotta wait till the next season so that murder can be solved. Oh boy, who gives a fucking shit? I just hate it. I hate it. I feel like I'm just wasting my time watching that shit. It's just like and people be like, well, that's what Twin Peaks was. Yes, but Twin Peaks wasn't really about that. That was like the entry point. But the show was able to get past that because it was about all these other things. And you got invested in all these other dramas and things that had nothing to do with it. And so it's like, okay, if you're going to use that as an entry point, okay. But this show, you know what it is? It feels a lot like the show becomes about like, can you outsmart the writer? Can you figure it out? But the writer is always holding back information.
Yeah.
So you can't figure it out because there's this thing that you didn't know. And so it's just like, just tell me who the fuck did it.
Well, that is why when I got to a certain episode, I was like, someone stop me from just Wikipediaing the plot. Because I do that to myself all the time. Like with, remember how many fucking seasons of Pretty Little Liars I watched to find out who was A? And then finally I just looked it up.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. This is not for me. But especially since there were ingredients to this show that could have made it a really good show without that. I just feel like it's
What would you have wanted to see?
just
Hot lesbians?
you could have all kinds of high drama having to do with the building blocks, which were like you have this one couple and he's running for governor and they have skeletons in their closet and they're swingers, and then you have all these like side characters who are all shady in different ways and competing for the attention of this one sort of queen bee character, and and it's like, isn't that enough? Like, couldn't you be creative enough as a storyteller to come up with interesting things and not have it just be like, oh, a young, pretty blonde girl was murdered. Who done it? Like, ugh. If I see a fucking another show with that as the premise, I'm gonna fucking just probably complain about it some more.
No, not that.
Yep, I'm gonna do it.
No.
Sorry, I know that people like the show, and
Well, I've read a lot of negative stuff about it, though, in a sort of like I enjoyed watching it, but kind of way. Like I went over to Reddit, and it wasn't universally beloved in any by any, and also everyone hated Sophie, which I didn't hate her.
I'm just dying for something that's just like different. Everything's so fucking derivative these days. Like, God. Yeah.
You know what is good and different? K-pop Demon Hunters.
I need to see it.
You need to watch it.
I know. I need to see it.
And I still need to watch. I need to see the part that I missed. So hang on. I got to check my phone to make sure that no children are trying to reach us. They aren't. Okay. Just checking. What is this? Owen watches videos and sends them to me with a like, I want to buy this.
Oh, he doesn't do that.
It was interesting to find out from our neighbor that her children play Steal a Brain Rot and get into fights with their friends and are distraught, and it causes a lot of stress and unhappiness in their house,
just like
too.
It did with ours.
Yeah, and just like it does in Wendy's house to some degree as well. Because when Elliot was, so I think we talked about this, we went down to say goodbye to my parents. Oh, which, by the way, guys, we're done with that house.
The house? Not in our hands
It's
anymore.
not ours anymore. Finally, it was a long,
Thank
hard
God.
road. It's weird, though. It's bittersweet. It's It's more sweet than bitter. This sounds like Big Head Todd and the Monsters lyrics for anyone who's also old. But mostly it's a relief. But it's every now and then I get this feeling of like, oh my God, like that's not our house anymore. I don't know. Wait, I have to make a note of something.
Okay.
Something that I want to say when we get to that point. But anyway, when we went down to the house, Elliot was like wanting to unfriend his friend because his friend stole a brain rot, and he was just beside himself. And I was thinking, this game is bad. This is not bringing amusement, happiness, comfort, any of the things that you hope to my child. But then I found out this is happening across the nation.
I mean, the premise of the game is so fucked up, and because it's like the kids get excited about collecting these brain rot characters, and the brain rot characters will pop up however they pop up. I don't know, but like it's almost like you have sort of it's like any collectible where you have the basic ones, but then you have the rare ones, and then you'll have like the rare ones with sort of variants. So they do that with these brain rot characters. So,
Right.
It'll be like, oh my God, I just got this super rare brain rot. Or like, there's like these things called admin events where the admin will...
Admin abuse, you mean?
Admin abuse. And like the admin will come on, and then lots of these rare ones will become available.
Yeah, I still don't quite understand.
So
what
you're
admin
like
abuse
collecting.
is.
So part of the game is just the excitement of collecting these super rare or weird brain rots. And the brain rots are amusing because they're just ridiculous. But the game is not brain rot. The game is steal a brain rot. So there's a part of the game, a core part of the game is that you can go over to your friend's area and steal their brain rots.
But how is this different than any game where you're stealing a ball?
If you're stealing a ball, the ball itself isn't the.
Well,
are you not
yeah.
following the ball? If the ball
Excuse me.
if the ball was a collectible that you coveted and wanted to keep and put on your shelf, there's no game like that where it's just a ball, like you want to keep the ball. It's like it's combining two different types of game. And
Guys,
the problem is,
when Dan, what was it that you just said to me? Did you say, "Are you listening? Are you following?"
yeah,
what
you
did
weren't
you say?
listening.
What did you say?
You're
though?
not paying attention.
No, what was specifically
know.
what you said? However you said it, I need everyone to weigh in. Did that sound exceptionally condescending and cutting, or am I just a little bit sensitive? Because to me, that was so
Sorry.
beyond. That was like, are you fucking stupid? But not in a funny way. It was just mean. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to check out one of my scars because it feels weird. Go back to your whatever you're
Sorry,
talking
I did
about.
not mean that to be mean, but I think that
My point is, because I was listening.
it feels like you're not paying attention to what I'm saying, but I could be wrong. Well, this is Alison's show.
Oh, thanks. I am 100% paying attention.
So then why would you say is it like a game with where you steal a ball?
My point is, in many games, the point is to steal something back. If someone has something, you steal it back. And I was just making somewhat of a reductionist point about gameplay and sports. It was
Right.
probably a little beyond
But
you.
but the point I was making is that it doesn't start with that. It starts with the fact
Right.
that you're
It's-
talking about
right, it
things
starts
that
with-
they covet and want to keep and collect.
What is the Pikachu or like what's the thing where you go Pokemon? Yeah. So what you're saying is it's the basic game is Pokemon where you're collecting things.
I think
and then there's this wild card element where someone can
Yes,
steal it from you, and that is fucked up.
my point is that it's not a game for the kids playing.
Mm-hmm.
And for Elliot, it's not a game where you steal someone's ball. It's a game where you collect rare brain rots.
Well,
and then
they
it
should call
happens
it that. Collect brain rots.
No, but honey, the point is that it isn't that though. It is that to Elliot, but the game actually
Oh, is something where you steal a ball
has
back?
this other aspect to it.
Yeah, where you steal a ball back?
Yes, but my point is that's not what it is.
Yeah. I am!
No,
I
you're
am
not.
following!
I'm going to start over, and
Oh
I'm
my
going to make
God,
this quick.
if you start over
The
again, I'll
point
throw myself
I'm
out a
trying to
window.
make
Oh my
is-
God.
It is a game to the kid.
Let me
it's
tell you
one
your-
thing
let
to
me
the
tell
kids.
you your
It's
point.
one thing to the kids, but the game happens to be
I'm
this other thing.
snapping. This is what your point. Let me tell you your point so that I can stay engaged and so that I don't walk out the door right now into a ball of mosquitoes and dog poop. They're separate, by the way. There's dog poop on the ground and then there's mosquitoes in the air. I don't want you to think we have
Just a floating
dog poop covered mosquitoes. Other way around. Okay. It's actually it's more pleasant out there than I described it. If I walk out, I'll be okay. This is what you're saying. To Elliot, the game is collecting the brain rots. But really, the game is collecting the brain rots and then stealing them from other people and having yours be stolen. That is what the game is that's really what the game is.
That's how it's
but
designed.
Elliot doesn't want to play it that way. And I think the younger kids and the gentler kids don't. They just want to collect their brain rots.
Well, what's the fun of collecting these super rare brain rots only to have someone come along and steal it?
Can you defend it?
There are ways to, but you got to like level up or something, because he had a friend whose cousin was playing with them and kept stealing his brain rots, like his super rare ones, and he was like crying and his like just really beside himself.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. That's
Yeah.
going on in a lot of houses, apparently.
And then I was like, well, why don't you just steal it back? And he's like, I can't, because he can just slap it away from me, or he can slap me and
Slapping is part of the game?
yeah, like you can develop the ability to slap. So when someone's stealing something, you can slap them and then
Yeah.
it'll knock. But then I'm like, well, why didn't you slap? And he's like, I can't. I don't have that ability or something. I don't know. Look,
One more child thing.
it just, my point is, I think the game was designed to be this way. It's like whoever designed it may or may not have realized, but you're creating a game that is going to make children cry.
Yeah.
Like,
What if it's a sadist who created it?
yeah, it's crazy
Yeah.
that you would do that you would make it something, you collect these things that are really hard to get, and then you like have to wake up at 7 a.m. on a Saturday and set your alarm and do it just so that you can get. I mean, it's like there's effort involved.
Yeah.
It's like work and then you got this reward. You get it, and then some jackass comes along and steals it.
And not just some jackass who's your friend.
Like he almost ended a friendship over this, and I'm just like, that's
what I'm saying. That's happening in other houses too. Yeah. I know. Remember that conversation where, so he got some thing on Roblox, and he told his friend, and then his friend said he was spoiled, and then he was really worried. Is he a spoiled kid? He kept saying that to us. Am I spoiled? Am I spoiled? And we were trying to say that no, you're not. And then you said to him something about like when you're older, you'll have enough discipline that won't happen or something. And he thought you meant discipline like punishment.
Yes.
It was so confusing, but I imagine to him that must have been like, oh my God, what kind of discipline is happening when I'm older
Someone's
and why?
Discipline me when I'm old. Yeah.
Why is
funny.
it happening? So it's interesting how discipline means those two different things. Okay, listen. Something I wanted to say.
I'm listening.
I have a piece of advice for everyone out there who has parents who are alive. If your parent,
say this is good advice.
Yeah. If your parent has a hobby that they
normally
love,
when Alison's talking, you probably tune her out, but I suggest not tuning her out right now.
For this one.
For this one.
For
Go
just
ahead.
for this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Ask them about their ovarian cysts. So anyway, I went to I'm just kidding. What if I was just thinking, what if I smuggle in your least favorite topic into something that you're sort of interested in? Mm-hmm. If your parent has a hobby and you think there's any chance you might get into that hobby after they die, and by the way, I'm going to tell you, there's a decent chance you will get into that hobby, even if you think you have no interest in it. I never thought I'd become someone who's into fish. This is a direction I did not see my life going at all.
No one did.
I would give anything. I have dreams where I'm talking to my dad about fish. I would give anything to bring him back for one day, not dead. Like if he came back and he was dead, that would not be a good conversation. But I would just love to talk about fish with him. And I didn't think to do it while he was alive, because why would I? So here's my advice. If you think there's any chance you might get into whatever your parents' hobby is, interview them about it while they're still alive, so that then you're not left like I am wondering, had I told my dad that I experimented with red ogo macroalgae, which is essentially this sort of fancy seaweed, and that it was a disaster, and I eventually took it all out of the tank because it changed from red to green and it was just not flourishing, then maybe he would have been like, oh yeah, we've all been there. That's a real advanced thing. Or like, oh yeah. I mean, who knows what kind of wisdom he would have.
Yeah.
And then also I could tell, has he ever had a mandarin goby? What did he feed it? I would like to know.
It's really a shame.
I just would like to know what his favorite. I mean, I sort of know the fish that he liked cichlids, which is a whole different thing, but still, I would like to know.
Like, imagine if you had taken up this hobby 5 years ago.
I know.
That'd have been fun for you.
Yeah, I know. And then I have one more fish thing to say. This is a little bit basic of me, but when it comes to freshwater fish, I think betta fish might be the way to go because I think they have the most personality. They're more dog-like than other fish. Like in our freshwater tank right now, we've got turtleine.
But they can't. You can't have
more
betta
than one.
with more. Yeah, you can have one fish in your tank.
Well, no, the female betta can be with other fish.
Females.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of accounts I follow where there's a number of not big tanks and they each have one male betta.
Could you get a male betta and just have its teeth removed?
They don't fight with their teeth.
What do they fight with?
Fists. I actually don't know. I don't know how they harm. Yeah, they must just swim into each other and fin them. They probably use their mouth too, but I think it's mostly just crashing into each other. Or maybe do they wrap themselves around each other? I don't really know. It's upsetting. But anyway, yeah. Of all the fish we've had, aside from the turtle, who's not a fish, I feel like Color, that is the name that Owen gave to our betta fish, is has the most personality. So there, I said it.
Of the fish.
Oh yeah, turtle has way more personality than a fish, but I feel
Right.
like Turtleine and Color have like their little thing going on because I put Turtleine's food in his little cave,
Mhm.
and then Color. I actually wonder if Color is not smarter than Turtleine because Color knows to go in there and eat his food. And then eventually the two of them are in there eating his food. I hope she's not eating all his food.
Yeah. I wonder there's no way to segregate it.
No, there probably is. Well, some people feed their turtles in a separate container because turtles are notoriously messy eaters. But I tried that one day and he just seemed really unhappy. He wasn't used to it. He was like, why am I in a Tupperware? Get me out. And he was not interested in the food because he was so stressed to be in this Tupperware.
Poor Turtleine.
Turtleine. So listen. Oh no, I'm coughing. I need to make use of all my items that I purchased. I've decided, my therapist said to me a long time ago, she said, Alison, you're my favorite. And I said, I am. She said, you're funny. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't say that, but I like to think that I probably am. She said, I don't own my professionalism. Maybe she didn't say it in such a negative way. She said, you need to own your professionalism. I don't exactly know what that means even. However, I have an idea. But recently, I was like, this tickle in my throat, this like constant throat clearing and all this thing that where when I open my mouth to talk, I don't know if I will have a clear voice or if there'll be a frog in it. And I make my living talking about when I used to make my living in a microphone. There must be. So anyway, I purchased 2 humidifiers and a nebulizer. And I nebulized last night. And I did feel much more clear when I woke up this morning.
Did you?
However, I did. I meant to bring the portable humidifier into the studio, but I forgot.
I should try a nebulizer. Is it just for your throat?
It's for your nose or throat. Well, what else is there?
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean like, I was thinking like body parts where you...
I mean, there's all sorts of other body parts.
Yeah. Well, what are you thinking you want to use it for? Headache?
My sinuses.
Oh, yeah, it's that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sinuses, it's your vocal folds. You laymen call them cords, but we call them folds in the biz. So anyway, yeah, there's a couple different strength saline solutions you can use.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the hypertrophic one, which is extremely strong. And it was like...
What's hypertrophic about it?
The word on the box.
Right.
Hypertrophic is... let's look up what it means. But it's just extreme. It's a very strong salt. And it is like breathing in salt. It is actually, you're literally breathing in salt. And then I wondered, could that have some effect on your heart and stuff? Okay. Hypertrophic is an adjective meaning abnormally enlarged or overgrown. Okay. Well, then why is it hypertrophic saline? Maybe
That's
it just
what my
means,
question was.
well, I'm curious. Hypertrophic saline. Hypertonic.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But what's hypertonic mean?
It's more tonic than the other tonic.
Any solution of sodium chloride in water with a concentration higher than that found in physiological saline.
There you go.
Okay. So anyway, I was watching this woman on Instagram, Jen Sincero. I feel like she's potentially problematic. I don't know why. But anyway, she had this thing about how she was like, make a list, a love list, a list of things you love to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because we only have one go round on this blue marble. She didn't put it that way, but you only live once. And make a list of the things you love to do,
Mm-hmm.
and then try to do one every single day.
I like that.
And she's like, list all these things, and it was like, I love naps. I love a comfy bed. And I was like, oh my God. Game,
like, same girl.
If we can list that kind of stuff, it is game on. So,
But after that, is there anything?
for her or for
For
me?
you. Naps and comfy bed. I mean, and then what?
So here's the problem.
And
I walk around thinking, when is my real life going to start? You know,
like in the day, within the day, or just in general?
In general. I think, I mean, for the most part, I'm contented and I'm happy with where I am.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's this
And
element.
then you look at me and you're like, when is it going to start?
No, I think there's this feeling of eventually I've fully self-actualized and like I'm not, you know, meek and I'm not that way all the time, of course, but like, you know, when I can finally dispense with my insecurities and step into the role that I'm supposed to live. I think we all have that a bit. And then you turn 50 and it's like, please, what am I hanging on to? Like, come on, this is who I am. This is where I'm going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I have been feeling like this thing where I get up and I kind of just fritter away my day.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole day I'll never get back.
Mm-hmm.
And I should really be trying to do more with each day. So anyway, I started my list.
Mm-hmm.
And the first 3 things I put on there, I was like, whoa, maybe I really am doing the things I love. Maybe I really am. Like, you know how they say people do what they want to do?
Yeah.
Or actually, I guess they say if they wanted to, they would. But also, people pretty much do what they want to do.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh my God, maybe I really am doing what I want to do. Okay. Napping with a heat pad.
You are living the dream right now. I gotta tell you.
Can of Diet Sprite. Right there.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. No, this is Starry. I was off of all diet soda and I was just drinking. Why are you rolling your eyes?
Get on with the list.
I was just drinking water. But then now that I've inched back to Starry, I'm like, oh my God, I fucking love the first few. Like a can of Starry makes me so happy. Get this. Fucking around on my phone.
Yeah, look at you.
I get to do the things I love every day. Isn't that so depressing? Isn't that so depressing
No.
that those were the first 3 things I wrote down?
I mean, it'd be depressing if you had other ambitions, because obviously.
I mean, presumably I had them at one point.
But it's okay. I don't know, like.
Look, life has been hard for me lately. I think.
But I'm saying it's okay.
I know.
I'm not. You know, like I'm on your side here.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think that it's true. Like we only have one go around, but also none of it matters.
Want to hear some more that I've written down, and then I want to hear yours. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Snuggling with the kids,
Mm-hmm.
having a tidy house. That one.
You are far from that one.
I know.
Having the tidy house, you like to have it.
That's.
You don't like to make it.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
All right.
When I clean an area or when it is cleaned, more when I clean it, then I feel good about. Like I recently had to clean off my dresser because I couldn't find a pair of earrings, and I cleaned some drawers as well. And I get a little jolt of happiness when I look at that area now because it's not a fucking disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Reconnecting with friends. Having written.
No, you don't like to write?
I don't know if I do, but I like the feeling after I've written something. I don't know if I like sitting there and write. Like usually there back in the days when that is what that was my career, there was a lot of resistance to starting a story. I had a very sort of methodical way I'd do it. I'd interview the guest or the interviewee, and then I would transcribe the whole thing, ideally not at the same time that I would write it, and then I would sleep on it because I felt like it sort of like I needed my subconscious to marinate on it, and then I would go through and like underline the quotes I wanted to use with a mechanical pencil, and I sit down and write. Oftentimes I would procrastinate, I would put it off, I would, you know, if I had a deadline, I would stay up all night writing. And there was usually a moment in there where I would experience this like a jubilance or a sort of feeling of ecstasy of like when you're on a roller coaster and you're coasting, like, ooh, I am like a chef and my ingredients are words and I have all of them at my fingertips. But that was a fleeting kind of weird thing that I would experience. But I feel so much better after I have written something because I feel like I like something was knotted up inside me and it untangled.
Right.
Okay, moving on. Fun skin stuff.
You mean like lotions and potions?
I mean, yeah, or like a,
Laser
just
treatment?
I like researching a laser treatment or something.
Okay.
Having just showered. Again, I enjoy the shower, but I more enjoy the feeling of getting out of the shower
So
and
you
being
like
all clean.
you like it when something is cleaned. You like when something is written, and you like when you are showered, but you don't like.
I'm going to be so happy when I die
you
because
don't like
it will
too
all
clean.
I will have lived.
Too right.
To have
or
lived.
Too shower.
I am struggling of late, and I think I talked about this. I know I talked about it in therapy. I'm struggling with motivation, and I'm wondering if is it because I had a hysterectomy and I heard it takes 3 to 4 months to feel like yourself again. Did I already share this on the show? It takes 3 to 4 months to feel like yourself again, but I had such a seemingly smooth recovery that I was like, oh, that's not going to apply to me. This is a big nothing. And this is a blip. But now I'm starting to think some of these things that I'm experiencing, are they related to that? I mean, hormonally, my body is different right now. And I lost an organ and 2 more organs. I mean, I don't know how we're counting it all. You got the ovaries.
Well, I'll give you
got
3.
the uterus. You got
I'll give
the
you 3.
cervix. So, would you say 3?
I'll give you 3.
So you're counting the cervix as part of the uterus?
I'm just like, we'll just count at 3.
I lost 3 organs.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it that? Is it that this settling the estate, administering the trust has been a level of, to use a word that I don't like to use, adulting, that I feel like I have a doctorate in whatever this is. It has been so intense. It's been grueling. It's involved, I'm not talking to anyone else in my family, except for my aunt, which is delightful. I mean, my mom's brothers and stuff, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not talking. None of the siblings are getting along,
Right?
Which is huge. Like that's a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
I look at only kids and I'm like, you lucky duck, and that's the first time I've ever had that thought.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a big one sitting on me. And then just the grief too. So I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I sit there in the morning and I'm like, I wish I could remember where I said this. Maybe it literally was on this show, but like in the evening, I'm like, I do not have the energy to do that thing tomorrow afternoon. I'm already too tired to do the thing that is not for 16 hours. So I'm having a real motivation issue. All I want to do is nothing. But then once I've done it, I'm happy that I've done it.
I think that I would say that all of the stuff that you've been dealing with this year is heavy, and
joyless.
You haven't. I don't know that you fully processed your grief and the loss and everything, because there's just been so much that you've had to deal with and so many issues that have come up that have been extremely
gnarly.
Yeah, distracting from the grief.
Mm-hmm.
And, you're only now starting to get to the point where, it's like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Like there's only a few more things that have to happen before the state is settled and everything can just be done. And then
I can go back to my life.
And then maybe at that point, kind of start to process some of the stuff that you haven't processed. And so like when that's happening, I do think that can be demotivating to you emotionally. It's like a beach ball that you're holding under the water.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it takes energy to keep it underwater, so at a certain point that beach ball has to come up and float, and when that happens, you will have some sort of cathartic thing, and maybe that'll unlock some motivation. But it's not like you were super motivated before all this. I
know,
and I also have the same problem, and for me, I know that part of it is that I I have sort of depression and sort of issues of dysthymia,
which is a clinical term for like very low level depression, I think.
Yeah, and that has always, I've learned, has always been a problem with it. It prevents me from being able to get things started, and I get I lack motivation because of it, and so that's a struggle for me. But also, I think post COVID has been sort of exacerbated, and I think that's the case. So for me, that adds another element where I'm like, I don't want to do things. Like, I don't want to.
Yes.
I don't want to, like, I'm resentful when a thing has to happen.
Even if it's the thing you're looking forward to. I've witnessed this.
Yes. Like, I don't want there to be anything on my calendar. I don't want to have to do anything for anybody. I think COVID, because of the type of person I am, it was in that way bad for me. Because, like, I had too much time where I was able to, like, not have to do things, which is my preferred state of being. But, like, I had conditioned myself to be used to doing things, and so I would do things, and that actually is better for me. You know, seeing friends. Like, I have let all of my friendships just wither on the vine. Like, I do not nurture my friendships at all. I'm the worst friend. And I regret that because I love my friends. I miss them, and I get a charge out of being with them, but I can't bring myself to connect to people right now. I can't do it. I don't know what it is.
We're also in a season. I use that tone of voice because I don't like that term always. But we're in a season of life where this happens because we have young kids.
The kids take so much out of me, and then work, and then it's just like all I can do. I feel like it's all I can do to just, like, get in a workout.
Yeah.
Like, to me, if I can get a workout in that day,
that
it
goes
is
on
like
your list.
It is like I have won the fucking lottery. It's like that's the level of self-care I can do. I can, like, get dressed. I can exercise.
Put on your bracelets.
Yeah, I can put on a bracelet. I can do some very masculine sewing, extremely macho sewing, and then that's about it, you know, like, because everything else, like, any kind of, like, I'm barely on Instagram, like Instagram. Like, I used to be more active on Instagram, and I feel like the act of being on Instagram is, like, it feels like it saps me of my energy just to have that, like, you know, thing where you put yourself out there and then you get feedback, or you're giving feedback. Like, it all feels too much, and I probably should get therapy for that. But, like, I'm just saying, like, there's an aspect to what you're dealing with that might overlap with what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And different issues, like, coming from maybe a different place, right? But I do think that yeah. Also, though,
Big
like,
finish.
but also with me, it's like I can't predict when I'm going to have time. And so what'll happen is I'll suddenly find myself with, like, an hour or 2 hours. And I have a list of 15. I have way too many, like, creative projects and things that I need to do, or just things around the house. Like, I'm trying to finish out. So we have a closet in the office, and I want to, like, put in build some shelves in there and build a whole new thing in there. I have Elliot's Stitch costume that I'm making for Halloween. I've got, like, all these things I need to fix from the house. I've got some pants I need to hem. I've got, like, and I could just go on and on and on. And it's like, I'll have an hour and I'll be like, I don't know. I'll be, like, frozen. I won't be able to start anything because I won't know, like, which one do I do, and then I'll do nothing.
Yeah.
Then I'll be on my phone. And
Yeah,
then
or take a nap.
Anyway.
So anyway, you want to hear the last couple things I added? Fish. Fish bring me happiness.
Yes.
So here's when I was like, Alison, don't you want more to life than Sprite in your phone? Accomplishment. That I get a real charge from accomplishment. And then feeling like I've used my talent.
Is there anything, though, where you enjoy the process of something? Is there any process you enjoy instead of result?
Napping. So,
because that could be part of the problem with getting motivation.
That's what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm talking about in terms of, I enjoy ice skating. I should put that on here. That's what I'm talking about in terms of, well, reconnecting with friends. I enjoy communicating with my friends. All of these, much of the things I'm talking about are things that if given the choice, I don't feel like I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit on the couch. But then once I do it, I like it. Like my podcast is a humongous example. I generally am like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. But then I'm happy when I'm doing it and I'm in a way better mood
So you enjoy
afterwards.
the process of recording a podcast.
Yes, but
So
I
you
don't
should put that
choose
on-
it. Okay, I'll put it on. I don't choose it for myself.
But you might choose it if you were more aware of how much you enjoy the process. Like if you identified that as a thing that brings you happiness, to do it, not to have done it.
Right. No, it's
then-
specifically doing it.
Yeah. So the things that you enjoy doing are the things you should do. The
Yeah.
things that you don't enjoy doing, but you enjoy having done, are not things that you should necessarily do.
I think I should definitely be writing.
Yeah. It's like, I think you should be. I think you do enjoy writing.
I do enjoy it.
And
But I'm
you're-
more talking about the feeling of like, oh, I just exercised something. You know, that feel like I just got something out of me. And that's a feeling that comes after I've written it.
Yeah. Right, but but life is about the doing of things.
I hate that about life.
Well, it's all it is.
But I think that maybe I'm describing depression.
Maybe.
Speaking of my parents.
But I think you do have situational depression.
Yes.
But the depression is a result of grief and anger that are being not dealt with. It's the
I think
beach
so.
it's the
Yes.
beach ball under the water.
Absolutely. It's that thing you talk about of like, if you turn off the negative faucet, you turn off all the faucets.
Yeah, right. Like
I can't access joy that much right now.
Right, like your emotional is my thing. Yeah, your emotional life is like a circuit box, or what do you call it, a breaker box. It's like you can't. It's not like that. Rather, it's not like you can sit here and turn off this emotion and just this emotion. It's like you're either all on or all off. You're either completely numb,
Right.
or you're feeling. And so that's the problem. It's too. Right. So fighting off one emotion fights off
Which
all
I'm
your
not
emotions.
that aware that I'm even doing that. However, like, have I really even grieved my mom?
No,
yes
but
and no.
you've been
We've
very.
watched someone die.
Yeah, I would say that for the last few months, that you have been, on the one hand, a little bit lighter in your spirits.
I have felt moments of levity.
Yeah, like generally speaking, like, you're not a constant drag to be around anymore.
Thank you.
But I mean, I feel like you're generally.
Well, I've had moments where I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm actually happy.
Yeah, but also hard to connect to.
I have been.
Yeah, like a little bit, like not in a bad way, but just like you're just a little bit more distant, a little bit more disconnected.
I think there's a lot running in the background.
Yeah,
of my
that's what
brain.
I'm saying, though. And I think that's all situational.
Yeah. So wait, though, I was a drag before.
No, but there was a weight. I feel like a weight has been lifted.
Yeah.
I feel like your general demeanor maybe used to be heavier.
Is it when we had to clean out the house?
No, I mean like before your mom died. I mean like before all of this.
So since she died, I have been lighter.
Maybe it started before she died. I'm not going to. I don't want to blame that. I don't want to say that is cause and effect.
Right.
I just know that lately you're like, if I were comparing you now to you a couple years ago, I would say like, oh, you're generally in a better mood.
Well, it's interesting. I'm really all over the place with the grief, with the processing of it. But the sense of obligation that I felt to my family and my inability to say no to them, and my inability to it was just like, oh God, I hope I don't get a call that my mom is sick or that she needs me, because I will be expected to drop everything and run to her side.
Yeah.
And if I don't do it, it's going to be fucking miserable. Like, it's like it's like as soon as she said my name, she was the controlling my marionette strings. And I'm talking about even recently. Well, I started pulling away from that more and more, but still, it's still only to a certain extent. Like, I would say that when she texted, or when she didn't call anymore, she always just texted, but when she texted, I felt like someone had turned over an hourglass.
Yeah. You're always, I would be like, what just happened? I'd look at you, suddenly your mood would change. And you're like, oh, texting my mom.
Yeah. And it's like the second she texted, it was like an hourglass turned over, and I was watching the sand run out until I was in trouble for not having gotten back to her. Because my therapist is all about, don't write back, right? Don't do someone else's emergency is not your emergency. Buy yourself time. Like, be deliberate about what you say and your actions. Say what you mean what you say. But I would just instantly, with both my mom and my sister, just instantly respond, because it was like hot potato. Like, I can't tolerate the feeling that you are waiting for me to respond to you, and that you're getting more and more mad.
Right. It's like there's this person right behind you getting mad.
I can't tolerate that.
Yeah.
So that's all gone. I've been released from that.
Yeah.
And that is good. But there's a lot of bad. But so anyway, I had a thought earlier, which is, this is more a Patreon thought, but I was thinking about how, I said to my sister, I just don't understand why she was so careless with her health, my mom, meaning why she allowed my sister's sick family to stay there for Christmas. And my sister later said to me that to suggest that she had anything to do with my mom's death is cruel.
Wait, she said that?
Something like that. Or to bring it up, or to talk about it, or whatever. To
bring it up,
whatever. I don't know what it was. I don't think she was trying to say that she had nothing to do with it, but she was saying to point it out is cruel.
Right, to bring it up. Okay.
And I was thinking, I'm sorry. This is my new thought. Like, is your need to avoid thinking about that more important than my need to process the truth of what really happened to my mom?
Well, to her it is.
Yeah. Now, I guess the argument would be, but you don't need to process the truth of what really happened to your mom with the person who is feeling guilty about it.
Yeah.
And I can process that elsewhere. But that's a huge burden.
Well,
it's a huge burden to expect me to have to live in an alternate reality around her to spare her feelings.
But it's not exactly that. It's not exactly like you're just, that you could process whatever it is that you were processing in that moment with not around her, because you were doing it around her because she was one of the parties involved in the thing you're trying to get an answer about. Like, she was there.
Right.
You're trying to get an answer to a question. No one else can answer that.
Right.
So,
my bringing it up was cruel.
But you weren't just bringing it up. You're trying to figure out why this happened the way it happened. And, I understand from her point of view why she feels that's cruel. But the thing she has to understand is, like, you aren't being malicious in trying to get answers about what happened to your mother. I understand it feels malicious to her because it hurts her to think about it, but you are trying to understand what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry if that is cruel, but, like, you have the right to ask those questions, I think. And
it isn't like a couple people made a decision and then we were late to a movie.
But also,
it's like, this literally was life and death. A couple dumb decisions led to life and death.
Yeah, I mean, like,
and out of character decisions.
Yeah, I mean, I think that when a person is involved in doing something that leads to the death of someone they care about, obviously, that's a hell of a thing to have to deal with, and guilt and But that like the only way I think for you that there, I would say there is a way to deal with it, and that the only way to deal with it is by facing it and being honest about it, and then doing some hard work. But that there is a way through it, but you will never work through it if you stay in denial about it, or and it's like, I know it's painful, but the only way through it is through it.
Yeah.
Now, whatever, she may or may not ever be able to do that. Maybe that was too soon for her. But yeah, I forgot what the point of all this was. Oh, I don't know. But so you were making a list of the things that
I want to hear yours.
Make you happy. I don't know what they are, but I had a similar sort of exercise in my head, which was, this is a little while ago, which was, I can remember vividly the feeling of being really like happy and content in my life. Just like borderline, just like without trying to define it, just like feeling really good. Like, try to remember those moments in your life where you were just like, yeah, this is just a great feeling. I'm just like, everything is good right now. And then what I was doing is try to identify what it was in those moments that was going on that made me feel that way, and then try to recreate them. Because like so much of the struggle right now in life is just like against feelings of just like, whatever. And be like, I want to feel that way more. And I realized it's day drinking. Honestly,
being on vacation,
swimming, relaxing, like those things, having like nothing to do.
Yeah.
Or being completely in the zone while working on a creative project. Those things make me happy. Like, or having something to do, doing it, and then being like feeling that accomplishment of like, even if it's just like yard work or something. And physical activity.
Do you enjoy working out, the process of it?
Yes.
You love it?
Oh, I mean, it's hard, but I like the physical feeling of exercise. Like I think you get to a point, it's hard at the beginning, but once you get in shape, it feels good to exercise. And then I don't know, it's like my body feels better. I'm better state of mind. I feel like I accomplished something. And I don't know, it's something I can control. Yeah.
Well, I'm starting physical therapy, and I'm hoping, because they have Pilates machines at this place, so I'm hoping I can just like do Pilates via physical therapy, but I don't think so, because on the phone she's like, it's not the same as a class, but still.
I'm thinking a lot these days about. I'm gonna try not to get too deep right now.
Oh boy!
But like I've been thinking a lot about these issues, about like life and stuff, and I think that truly one of the ways to make yourself miserable, and one of the things that does not make you happier,
washing blueberries
in life, is to attach yourself too much to things that are that seem quote unquote important. That like getting really focused on things that are like, oh, this is like part of something big, or this is important, or I have to accomplish this thing, and because it's going to be like my life's ambition, blah 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 blah. All that shit, I feel like, is going to make you miserable, because it's a lie. Because life is fleeting and nothing really matters. Like truly, it matters only in as much as you give it meaning. And that in your life, the best things to give yourself that meaning is just through commitment and relationship and being in community and being there for people. And that's about it. And then just doing things that feel like that you enjoy doing. The idea that one activity is more important than another activity. The idea that, like, you know, someone mowing their lawn is less important than someone who's, you know, I don't know.
Reading a book to their kid.
No, or like doing something that we'd all say is so important, like giving a speech.
Yeah.
Like on a certain level, it's like, oh yeah, that person's having more impact, but it's actually a lie. That the meaning, because none of it fucking matters. I don't mean to be and I'm not being nihilistic. I truly think it's just like, it's just the fact of it all. Like everything just happens. It's all whatever. It's all contingent. It just happens, and so you will devalue your life by thinking that the sort of mundane aspects of your life aren't important. But if you were to, at the end of your life, say, like, I'm going to have one day and I'm going to, like, go back to one day, would it be a day when you were working on something that was so
Probably
important?
not, yeah.
Or would it be like a day when you were just fucking sitting around with your kids when they were young,
Yeah.
and you just mowed the lawn and you made some lemonade, and like those mundane things, those are the important parts of life. And so, like, so enjoy them and give them the importance that they have, and don't sit there torturing yourself because you're not doing something important. Fucking who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like, look at our fucking society right now. Everything is fucking crazy. Like, who the fuck even knows if there's going to be a future? Like, or what that even means? Like, but it's out of your hands.
Well,
it's out of your control. Focus on those things that make you happy and give them validity and importance, and you will be happier.
I think I'm going through, probably you too, a little bit of like a midlife identity crisis kind of thing. Or it's really been, I've been going through it for years, because all the things that I thought I wanted to do, did I really want to do them because I enjoy doing them, or did I want to be a person who did them? Was it externally motivated? Was it because I want other people to look at me and go,
Yeah.
oh wow, look at what she's done?
Yeah.
And I really have let go of the, oh wow, look at what she's done. And especially with my parents not being alive, because I think they're the representation of who you're doing things for.
Right.
And now that they're gone, it's like it's really just about, what do I want to do? What do I want to have done? And it's freeing, but also it's like, well, then you add in the depression, and it's a little bit like, well, I just want to sit around. But anyway, I do have we have a Just Mirror everyone.
Oh, good.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
Hi, Alison, Daniel, and friends. This is Kelly from Northwest Arkansas calling in with my JMO. Wanted to send in a JMO for literally ever, and I don't tweet, so I'm super excited to be able to do it now via voicemail. So, just near everyone, if I'm leaving a room and I'm like on the move and I swing to turn off the light switch or reach up to shut a cabinet and I miss, I'm just going to keep on walking. So just me, or is everyone lazy? That's it. Love you guys. Again, Kelly, Northwest Arkansas. Bye.
Thanks, Kelly. That's not me. That would
I've done that. I don't think it happens all the time, but yeah, good.
No, I would have to go back. Is there a child coming toward us?
Maybe. We're seeing. Or the thing I do also is, like, if I fumble back to get it after I've missed it and then miss it again, I'll have that thought of, like, this is going to continue for the rest of my life, isn't it?
Should we see what
I think
Owen
we're
needs?
fine.
He sounds upset. Or
Okay, you
not.
want to?
Yeah, just go see.
Okay.
Guys, I'm going to hold down the fort while Daniel and his Brocelets check on what's happening with Owen. Because what I'm imagining is happening is that he wants to talk to us, and the babysitter is trying to run interference. Oh, he's very upset. I'll handle it from here on out. Everyone, I would like to thank you for listening. I think I am going to record a friend zone now. A juicy, juicy friend zone. Thank you for listening. I love you. Oh, I'd like to remind you all on Patreon. That's where you can get friend zone. Patreon.com/Alison Rosen. And then Substack. AlisonRosen.substack.com, which is where I experienced the joy of having written. Thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show?